Hey guys, welcome to the full moon in Scorpio reading. It's going to be for all signs, so we're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. So kind of briefly to start, we'll talk about the full moon before we get into each sign. The timestamps will be down below, so once this has fully kind of played, then you guys will be able to just click on the timestamps below to go to your sign. But you have to wait till after the premiere is done. So basically the full moon talks about like a culmination of energies. So it's kind of like the peak, it's the highest point of the energy. And usually it talks about closing out cycles, or it's like a completion of something, but it can just be a heightened energy in an aspect as well. So specifically with the full moon being in Scorpio, Scorpio is a water sign. So definitely can bring up lots of emotions. The full moon normally does. And especially this one is a super moon, so it's even more heightened. It's just a little bit more intense. But yeah, so Scorpio also talks about like the shadow aspect of things. It talks about, you know, kind of the things that we keep hidden, or the parts of ourselves that are kind of like hidden or underground, that sort of thing. So you may notice that people are all of a sudden outpouring their emotions. This could be like people around you, or just like collectively you might see that. And it's a really good time, this full moon, for us to release any sort of negative emotions that we may be holding on to. So it's just going to be probably a little intense. Scorpio is also a fixed sign as well, so it really kind of likes to hold on to things and keep things, you know, kind of stuck in one spot. So yeah, there may be a lot of like emotions. Something might kind of like come to light or be expressed with somebody else releasing emotions. Maybe you yourself personally may realize that there's something that you've been holding on to that you need to let go of as well. So it could be kind of either way. It kind of depends how it plays out for you. But yeah, so it's happening on the 26th and the 27th. So I think it happens like really late on the 26th where I am, because I am Eastern Standard Time. And then it's for some people it's like early in the morning on the 27th. So basically Monday for me, Monday into Tuesday. So that's kind of basically about it. It can also be from, because it's a full moon, it can be from closing out something that happened to you around the Scorpio new moon, which would have been like the beginning of November. So I think it was like November 15th or something like that. So kind of you can look back to see if anything was kind of going on in November for you guys, and maybe kind of what could be closing out or what you're finishing up right now. It's going to affect everyone differently in different aspects of their life depending on kind of your chart. But yeah, just generally there'll be a lot of emotions and a lot of people kind of like expressing themselves, you know, in a good or a bad way. It's just going to it's all going to come out kind of thing. So let's kind of see where we go. We're going to, like I said, we're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. We're going to see what is going on for you guys, or what could be going on. You can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign as well. So we will start with Aries. Let's see. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups that is coming up for you, Aries. I see you guys I actually see you guys feeling pretty good. You might be putting a lot of energy into yourself. We have the King of Wands here at the bottom. So I feel like a lot of you are putting a lot of energy into yourself, balancing out your own, I feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, like things are going pretty well. I feel like they are balanced. I'm getting this element of like you've taken control of a situation. So some of you, what I'm getting is like maybe something that happened to you or happened back in November. It's like you've completed that cycle because it's now things are better here. What's this Six of Pentacles here for Aries? What is this Six of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So some of you have like really started to move forward, or you will be moving forward in something. I feel like you already know what it is. You've been thinking a lot about it. I feel like it's a bit of a dream, or it's a hope that you have, a wish to kind of get something off the ground and create some stability for yourself. With the Eight of Wands, I do see it moving very fast, or there's some sort of like talking around this situation. So whether that's being offered to you or you're sharing it with people, because the Six of Pentacles can indicate you're using it to, you know, help other people. What's this Nine of Cups for Aries? What is this Nine of Cups? It's interesting too, because like the Six of Pentacles, there's nobody else in this card other than the dog, which normally there's a couple people and they're giving things out to them. But there's lots of hands reaching for this Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost like everybody wants what you have. So you're doing really good, and people may really want your attention or your time as well. Like Pentacles is all about the material, so it's like time, you know, resources. People may be looking for you to help them. Maybe that's something you do for work. We have the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. So you guys went out and found your purpose. Seven of Pentacles. You guys have invested a lot of time into yourself. You guys have kind of like walked a path of, I feel like, some healing here that has really brought you into a place where now it's like you're self-sufficient and people are actually coming to you now for maybe your expertise, or Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. So again, I feel like, again, you guys are really in control of your emotions. There could be a new relationship that's on its way. But I feel like you guys, for the most part, like if this is you, it's like you're really kind of in charge of your emotions, and you're financially like you're very stable right now. I do feel like you guys, like, I don't know if you help people or you're in some sort of like service to people in your career. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles for Aries. King of Pentacles, yeah. You may help people who are like not as far along as you as well, with the Page of Cups at the bottom. Like people who are less experienced. You seem very stable. People who are less experienced. Some of you are also like creating some sort of a community where people like come to you. Now for love, this could be a new romantic partner is coming in here, and you could have been walking away from a King of Cups. All right. What does Aries need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? What does Aries need to know, Spirit, for this full moon in Scorpio? We have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah, I feel like you guys are moving forward. I feel like things are going to work out. So if you haven't really moved forward, and you could be in this like Four of Swords energy where you're just kind of chilling, I feel like you need to kind of like put yourself out there a little bit more. There might be something that you maybe need to go towards or walk away from. But I feel like once you do that, it's like good things are going to come out of this, because this is like Jupiter energy here with the Sagittarius energy. So yeah, so that's what I have for you, Aries. It's definitely something, you're walking away from something emotionally, I feel, but moving more into what more emotionally fulfills you, if that makes any sense. All right, we are going to get into Taurus's reading. Taurus, let's see. What does Taurus need to know for the full moon in Scorpio? Taurus, for this full moon in Scorpio. We have the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. All right, so Empress energy is your energy. It's you in Libra. Some of you could be moving a little bit, either you're moving towards a soulmate or a soulmate is coming in towards you. It could be somebody from the past with the Three of Cups here at the bottom in the sense of like reconciliation type energy. Let's kind of see what this Six of Cups is. You're standing in your power with that Empress energy, like things are good there. And that could be why this is, you know, able to come in. What's this Six of Cups here? There's a lot of like Venus energy and Pluto as well around this in like different aspects around this full moon. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So somebody could be like, they maybe have their eye on you, you have your eye on them. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's like effort, energy. That we have the Five of Swords at the bottom though, so there could be some sort of like conflict or struggle maybe with this. I feel like for some of you, sorry if you guys can hear that noise, it's so annoying, but anyway. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know if it's like the water softener or something, but it's always so loud. The Nine of Wands with the Five of Swords tells me that, like, I don't know, I feel like there's a history between you and this person somehow. Even if you don't know them, it's like, I don't know if you went through something in your past life here. What's this Eight of Pentacles for Taurus? What is this Eight of Pentacles here? Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So somebody is, somebody could just be really focused on work or stressed out with work. I don't know if it could be you. It's almost like, for some of you that this isn't relationship-wise, it's like you could be trying to complete something or reach some sort of a goal. But I almost feel like, I don't know if you don't know this person. What's this Page of Swords here for Taurus? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you are learning something, working on something that I feel like makes you happy, but you're stressed out about it. Some of you are stressed. It's like been slow progress. There is a lot of planning here with all these pentacles. Some of you are trying to achieve some sort of a goal here with the Nine of Cups. Because even the Empress is like looking forward at all of these cards. So it's like you're really focused on moving something forward. I feel like there's maybe some like learning, or you're kind of like figuring out how to invest into something. Some of you, it is about investments. But you're kind of like stressed about it. Tell me more about this Six of Cups. I feel like it's something that you feel is, I don't know if it's something you're good at, or it's something you do for like work, and more pentacle energy. Six of Pentacles. We have Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So for some of you, it's like balancing out your home life with your work life as well, with the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. Ace of Swords. There could be a person coming in here that maybe you have your eye on. So if this is a new person, I feel like you either want to come towards them or they want to come towards you. I feel like for some of you, it's you wanting to go towards them, but you feel like you have so many other things to do. And then if you're in a relationship, I feel like it's like you could be investing, like there could be a lot of like dispersed energy here with the the Six of Pentacles. That like, it's like this person maybe isn't giving you what you want, or you're not giving them what they need. There is a connection here. It's almost like there needs to be communication. But again, I feel like there's like split. Now, for some of you, this is like children. You could be working on things around the house, like with all this practical energy. It's like tangible things in your life. We have the Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. So I feel like somebody is like upset about the fact that one person isn't able to give to this situation as much as the other person wants. One person is like holding back. I think it's because of like their material. There's something they're trying to achieve in their life. And the other person's upset about the fact that they aren't getting what they want out of this. Like they're not as happy. They may feel like this, you or this other person may feel like whoever this is about, it could go vice versa, but someone feels like someone's keeping something from them. But I don't really feel like they are. I feel like it's just that they're heavily focused on something else here. I kind of feel like you guys are waiting for this person to come forward, but it's taking a long time. We have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So and your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So some of you literally are focused on like achieving a goal. And I see that happening for you, but I also feel like there's a relationship here that maybe is struggling because you've been heavily focused on a goal, or this person's been heavily focused on a goal, and it's like the relationship, there's maybe not as much like coming together because you're both, it's like there's it's almost like the element of like the third party in the relationship, but it's not a person, it's like the job or the career, right? For some of you. So there's something here with regards to like, you could be dealing with another earth sign, but somebody's like not getting almost like the attention that they feel they deserve or what they want out of this relationship, because the other person is heavily focused on kind of what they're trying to achieve. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. We're going to move on to Gemini. I was trying to keep these short, but like, I don't know if that's happening. All right, might depend. Gemini, what does Gemini need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? We have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of you are trying to achieve something. Some of you, it could be a promotion with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. For others of you, it's like getting recognition for your work. Some of you, it's like creative. So if you're like an artist or you do something creatively, or even if you like create content, right? Like for social media or something like that, it's like something that you do creatively. Or something emotional. It's like you're trying to receive recognition for the work that you've done. Some of you are waiting for like abundance to come into your life. So if you've done a lot of like self-work on yourself, you are wanting to receive recognition almost like from the universe, like, okay, I've done my work, like, you know, where are my blessings kind of thing. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles here, it tells me like there's something material that you're almost like wanting to gain out of this situation. Now for others of you, you may be ready to like step out into a relationship as well. It's like you're opening your heart here with the Page of Cups. You know, you're ready to build a foundation, you're ready to build a commitment with somebody. There may also, for some of you who are in relationships or have been dealing with somebody, there may be some sort of an apology here that kind of helps rebuild the relationship. We have the Sun, so I feel like you guys are like, it just kind of fell out. I wasn't really asking anything, which tells me that you guys are just like overall like doing pretty good. I feel like you guys are in a pretty stable place, especially materially or financially. What is this Three of Pentacles here? We have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't really feel like the Five of Swords is like, I don't know if I said Five of Pentacles, but I meant to say Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. Like a lot of you are getting clear maybe on what you're trying to achieve or build. I feel like the Five of Swords, there was like muddled energy, a little bit of like, your ego may be holding you back. But I feel like you've kind of dealt with that. With the Ace of Swords here too, it's like there's that clarity around what it is that you want to achieve. What is this Page of Cups here for Gemini? What is this Page of Cups here for this full moon in Scorpio? What does Gemini need to know with this Page of Cups? King of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so if this is a person who you've been dealing with, I feel like a lot of you have been focused on yourself, really like leveling up your own life. There could be a person from your past wanting to come in. Just with the Five of Pentacles makes me feel like you're not talking to this person. A lot of you, though, this could be a new person that you just don't speak to, or they want to spend more time with you with that Five of Pentacles. Like they may feel like they don't, I don't know if they're like not getting what they want. There may have been a change in their life as well. Like they've maybe gone through some changes. And it could be in with regard to opening up their heart to love. I see them offering you, you know, happiness and stability here with the Page or the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So this person may kind of like come forward. Like you might not know how this person feels, especially with that King of Swords energy. You know, they might have kind of kept their emotions to themselves, or maybe seemed like they didn't really care. But with the Page of Cups, I do see them coming forward, and I feel like it's a legitimate offer. I don't really get like, I feel like it's just somebody you know. I don't really get like past energy, although with the Three of Cups, it could be reconciliation energy. I feel like a lot of you have just kind of been focused on yourself, but I do see a commitment here. So I don't really feel like this is somebody who you had bad blood with. It just might not have gone anywhere is almost what I feel. I do feel like this person misses you to some degree. What's this Five of Pentacles for Gemini? This could also be this King of Swords. I mean, it could be you. I feel like you're more in this like Pentacle energy though. Knight of Swords. Yeah, like someone's coming in out of the cold. The Hierophant. This person wants commitment here with you. What's this Ten of Pentacles here for Gemini? Three of Swords. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles here for Gemini. Two of Swords. Give me one more. One more for this Ten of Pentacles. The Tower. All right, and Justice. So there might be like, again, sudden changes in this relationship. I feel like there could be a decision of like, you know, letting go of this Three of Swords, like letting that kind of end of like, if there was any sort of pain or heartbreak in this situation, opening yourself up and making a decision of maybe how you want to move forward. There, I do feel like a lot of you are going to be moving towards commitment here with Justice. We've got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant came out. So I feel like this could be something that lasts long term if that's what you want. But there's going to be like, you're going to have to make a decision around this. And I think it's like more on like whether you can move forward with this person or whether you're ready to move forward with this person. I think a lot of you do want a relationship, but you've been single from this person. So we have be bold and make the first move. And we have don't let pride get in your way. So kind of what I'm getting out of that is like, we have your dreams need a practical plan. Like, really think about your decision before you make it. Like, don't let your ego make the decision for you, right? That Five of Swords energy. Don't let your ego and your pride kind of get in the way of making the decision that you really want. And don't be afraid to say what you want with that be bold and make the first move. Like, don't be afraid to go after what it is that you truly want in life, relationships, career, whatever that is. I feel like this is more relationship based, but there is some sort of like decision here that I feel like maybe needs to be made. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. We are going to move on to Cancer. All right. What does Cancer need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? We have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Star. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So fire sign or an Aquarius. We have water signs here too. I feel like this is about going after your dreams. Especially with the Seven of Cups and the Star, it's like, what do you want? Some of you, it's like a childhood dream, like something you've always wanted to do. You could be taking action towards that or wanting to take action towards that, or you maybe already did. What is this Six of Cups here for Cancer? There might be also something coming up from childhood that you maybe need to heal as well. What is this Six of Cups? The King of Wands again. Tell me more about this Six of Cups. Some of you, it's a person. It's like a soulmate. If this King of Wands isn't you. We have the Knight of Swords and the Black Newman. So the Black Newman in this deck indicates, you know, ending, loss. It's like the shadow aspect, right? So there could have been something. Where are the Four Swords at the bottom? I almost feel like you guys are healing something here. What's this Black Newman here? Clarify this for Cancer. What's this Black Newman here? Queen of Swords. Some of you could have cut somebody out of your life, or yeah, I kind of feel like some of you could have cut somebody out of your life that I feel like they maybe want to talk, or they could be coming in. What's this Seven of Cups here for Cancer? It might kind of maybe confuse you when this person comes back in. I don't really feel like you and this person are talking. You kind of have your backs towards each other. Now, this could have been something in the past where you guys just like separated, like maybe the King of, or the Knight of Swords is them like moving away from you. What's this Seven of Cups here? Strength and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I kind of feel like there could have been something that ended here, but now it's like you're determined to go after what you want. Like the Seven of Wands can talk about standing up for yourself. Seven of Cups is like dreams, goals. Some of you are trying to figure out what it is that you want, but I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're finding your inner strength to stand up for yourself, create boundaries. Ace of Swords, like I feel like some of you actually know what you want. I don't really feel confusion with this Seven of Cups. It's more of like, okay, what do I want? What do I want to go after? What am I looking for? Even if it's in relationships, it's like, what do I really want out of a partner? If it's life, it's just like, what do I want to achieve? What is the Star here for Cancer? What is the Star here for Cancer? The Four of Cups. Queen of Wands. There could be an opportunity coming in here. Anything more for this Four of Cups? The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, do I want this? There's an opportunity. We have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom. There's an opportunity that's coming in here that I feel like you could be questioning. It's like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, is this what I want to invest in? Like, is this what I want to do? Some of you, especially if you've done a lot of healing work, it's like you're trying to figure out like, you know, am I repeating the same patterns, or is this actually something good for me? With the Ten of Cups at the bottom here, it's like you're trying to find, you know, it's like, is this going to make me happy? Give me one more of this Four of Cups here. And again, whether that's a person that comes in, You could be looking at your options. With the Queen of Wands again. A lot of you are really standing in your power. Yeah, High Priestess. A lot of you are really, you're being very calculated in the moves that you're going to make in your life. I feel like a lot of you have let something go, or you are letting something go. And in that, you're finding your strength to move forward. Like a lot of you are really stepping into this power of like knowing what you deserve. I feel like there's 3 sevens here, which can talk about kind of the divine. It's like it's a good number to have support around you. And so I feel like almost too, it's like this person could have left your life in order for like the divine's trying to get you to like step into your power, step into who you really are. And so it's like in order for you to do that, this had to be removed. So I feel like there's been some help and some guidance, and for, you know, something to like kind of show you the way forward here is kind of what I'm getting. But I see a lot of you standing up for yourself. There may be an offer here that comes in with the 4 of Cups that you're trying to figure out, like some of you are going to invest in it. Others of you are trying to figure out if investing in it is the right idea. You know, if that's actually going to serve your higher self. Listen to your intuition when you do that. So let's see, what does Cancer need to know? A personal issue reaches resolution, which is actually the full moon in Cancer. We have prosperity lies ahead. So yeah, good things are coming in. I feel like this personal issue reaching a resolution is this this past situation that you've been going through, that I feel like it's finally done. I feel like you finally have closed off that chapter in order to kind of like move forward in a new direction. So it's like, you know, things are going to start opening up for you. It's like you've created space for something new in your life, Cancer. So that is what I have for you guys. We're going to move on to Leo. So let's see what Leo needs to know for the full moon in Scorpio. What does Leo need to know? We have the High Priestess. I'm going to reshuffle those because those are all the same cards that just came out. Too many similar cards. All right. Leo. What does Leo need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? Full moon in Scorpio for Leo. All right, so the star really wanted to come out. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Hierophant, the Star, and the Page of Swords. Somebody has their eye on you, Leo. Somebody has their eye on you, especially with this Emperor here. I don't think they're not talking to you, I don't feel, or if they are, it's very small. This person may want commitment. I almost feel like they see you as wish fulfillment, like there's somebody who they can see a future with you. What's this Hierophant here for Leo? What is this Hierophant here? I almost feel like for some of you, it's like this person's just in your energy. We have the Two of Cups with the Hierophant. So definitely a relationship. We have the Knight of Wands here. There's someone on their way towards you here. There's a commitment on its way towards you here. So some of you have been waiting for this. What's the Star here for Leo? What's the Star here for Leo? Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are going to be really happy with this offer. I feel like it's almost like what you've dreamed for. It's what you've been hoping for. A lot of you have been trying to manifest this new love. It's definitely new love. I don't really feel like it's reconciliation energy. It's something that's like, yeah, it's new. It's going to be commitment. It's going to be like, it's what you want at a relationship. It's somebody who's going to be committed to you. What's this Page of Swords? Clarify this Page of Swords for Leo, please. We have the Four of Swords. I almost feel like there's a delay, or like you're not talking to this person. I feel like if anything, someone has their eye on you, but I don't think you're communicating with this person. Leo, what is this Page of Swords for Leo here? The Knight of Pentacles reverse with the Fool. It's like, yeah, it's like it's not time yet, or it's not ready yet, or it's happening very slowly, if anything. But I honestly don't feel like this person's taking any action. It's definitely somebody new. Some of you, it's like, because we have the World and the Fool here, so maybe there's still something that needs to be kind of closed up. Like, why is this not happening? Why is there no action for Leo? Why is there no action here in this situation? Whoa. We have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So some of you may need to still, I feel like it's something kind of on your end. Not that this person isn't going through anything, but just with the Sun here, I feel like this is you. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, it's like there could be something that you're still trying to balance out and achieve. It could be financially, or it's just something in your material world. Some of you, it's your confidence. Five of Swords here is at the bottom. Some of you are like, you're like holding back on something that I feel like maybe you need to put out there a little bit more. What's this Six of Pentacles for Leo? What's the Six of Pentacles? The Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like balance, stability, Empress. So it's like there's still something like you guys still are trying to level up in some capacity in your life. It's like once you reach that point, then this opportunity is going to come in towards you. You have to kind of like hit this Empress level before this opportunity can come in. Now for some of you, like, I mean, this can just be even a commitment in the sense of like, even if it's a job or something that you're looking for. I do feel like it's more love related. It's like you're going to come into the alignment, but you have to kind of get into that Empress energy yet. It's like you're not quite there yet. It's like Spirit's wanting you to like achieve something more still. There's still something that you need to finish before you can enter the relationship that you've been wanting. What does Leo need to know? We have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. And then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So there is love coming in. You just have to have faith in that. And a lot of you sometimes too, there could be like a self-love stuff that needs to still be worked on with the Empress there. So just look after yourself, whatever, keep focusing on your kind of your day-to-day life of like, you know, going after your goals, achieving your goals. Maybe there's like some fitness goals or something that you have. Like, I don't know. It's something where you have to feel more confident and more secure in yourself. It's a personal thing. Before this can come in, it's like, because this is like a legit relationship. So it's something that like you have to be ready for, or else it just, you might even not even notice it if you're not ready for it, kind of thing, right? So that's what I have for you, Leo. We're going to move on to Virgo. So let's see what Virgo needs to know for this full moon in Scorpio. What does Virgo need to know? We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Seven of Cups. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting it's like, you know that there's a new beginning here somewhere, or a new opportunity, But it's almost like you're struggling to end something though. It's like you're struggling to kind of like move on from something. There could have been some sort of like an argument even with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Like there could have been some sort of like argument or a competition. Like, I just feel like you guys are just like, you almost maybe feel a little bit like stuck. It's like something's still holding you back from this, this Ace of Pentacles. What's the High Priestess here for Virgo? What is, looks like way too many. What is the High Priestess here for Virgo? Clarify this High Priestess. We have the World. Yeah, like some of you know you need to close something out. Like you know, but you're holding back. 7 of Swords. Like something's keeping you stuck. What is this? What's this 10 of Swords? 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Temperance. Some of you are still trying to fix something from your past, even though it's over, like it's done. I feel like you know it's done, but you're still holding on to it. You're still wanting to fix it. You're still wanting to like come together with somebody. It doesn't even have to be a person. What's this 5 of Wands? It's like you need to move on from something and you know that, but you're struggling. 5 of Wands, we have the 4 of Swords is clarifying that with the 3 of Wands. Again, it's like you're waiting for something to be healed, but in that there's like conflict. 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups. There's a strong energy, especially if this is like with regards to relationship, there's a strong energy of you wanting to go back to someone or reconcile or fix something with somebody, but it's not, there's like a struggle, and the struggle is because it's supposed to be done. Like it's supposed to be over. You guys are really kind of in your head about things. It's like you're needing to kind of, this opportunity I feel isn't going to come in until you're ready. What's this Knight of Swords here? And then we'll see what this Ace of Pentacles is. What's this Knight of Swords for Virgo? What is this Knight of Swords? We have the Fool. Yeah, you have to make the option or decide. Like we have the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom. Like again, things need to be kind of be balanced out in your energies, because I feel like you're really fixated or very focused on something that's done and trying to fix it. But it's like the scales are really tipped in that direction, if that makes any sense. With the Knight of Swords, it's like you could move on from this, and it could move very quickly towards something new if you would allow yourself to. With the 2 of Pentacles, you have to make the conscious choice to move towards this new thing, the Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles here for Virgo? What is this Ace of Pentacles? Some of you, it's just like a new cycle, a new phase. We have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you got to walk away in order to achieve it, to make that choice. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles here for Virgo. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse. So until you walk away, this won't come in. So this full moon, I would really focus on, like, you know, maybe closing something out or figuring out why you can't let something go, right? Like why, you know, really try to do the healing work around that. Because if it's meant to be in your life, it'll stay, right? Like, or it'll come back or whatever, right? But it's like you got to release the expectation is almost kind of what I feel. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles for Virgo. Judgment in reverse. Again, it's like you need to make the decision to move in a better direction with the 9 of Cups, with the Ace of Cups here. It's like a lot of you haven't made this decision, or you're missing this opportunity because you're not willing to walk away from something. And some of you, it's new love, or it's just a love that actually fulfills you. There is like a strong connection you're feeling here, but it's like, I think it's getting to a place like where it's almost like a little bit toxic. And it's honestly, it's creating more pain and struggle for you than it is happiness. So if you're wanting to move on from a situation, I feel like there is this opportunity of something new, but it's like you need to physically move on from this. And for others of you, it's like if you're in a situation where you feel like you're beating a dead horse, like you might be, right? Like it's one of those situations where I feel like it's actually just like really letting something go here that I feel like has been done for a while. So this could just even be, you know, someone that you are on and off with, like something like that, you know, like it's a very, I don't even really feel this person around. Like it's just something that I feel you're holding on to. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for this full moon in Virgo? We have, the full moon in Scorpio. We have surrendered to the divine. Yeah, like let it go. You're very close to achieving your goal. I feel like, yeah, again, it's like if you just walk away, it's right there. Like at the second you let this go, there's something new here. With the 2 aces, it's just that it's not coming in towards you right now because you haven't made the decision to walk away from something. We have conclusions are within reach. So full moon eclipse. Something is going to be eclipsed out of your life here. It needs to be removed. And then, you know, that's going to kind of finish out that cycle for you. I mean, we all have free will. We can keep doing what we want, right? But I feel like there's something here, and especially if you've been feeling like you need to move away from something, but you haven't. I feel like this is kind of definitely your reading. All right, so that is what I have for you, Virgo. We are going to move on to Libra. All right. Libra. All right. What does Libra need to know for the full moon in Scorpio? What does Libra need to know? Messages for Libra surrounding this full moon in Scorpio, please. Thank you. We have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Sun. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. I feel like some of you are kind of like in the spotlight, or you may get a lot of attention from people. I feel like there's a certain direction you're trying to move into. Or there's a certain amount of success that you're trying to achieve. We have the Lovers here at the bottom, King of Cups. There's something relationship-wise, but I almost feel like you've walked away from it here. What's this Queen of Swords for Libra? What is this Queen of Swords here for Libra? She always just looks like she's like, not today. Not today. What is this Queen of Swords here for Libra? Queen of Swords for Libra, please. Knight of Swords. A lot of you have like, we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom. It's like you've cut through the illusion. You're seeing something very clearly now. Some of you, it's that you need to move on. What's this Six of Wands? Which, you know, isn't usually the Six of Wands energy, but I'm kind of getting that. What is this Six of Wands here for Libra? The Star. So healing. We have the Hermit. Some of you are coming like out of hermit mode, socializing more. We have the Three of Cups. Again, I'm getting like center of attention, like you're getting a lot of attention, or maybe it's just because you're socializing more. It's like you're out and about. What's the Star here for Libra? Or people are noticing maybe that you've healed. Like there's something different about you too that I feel some of them are noticing. Five of Swords, like I feel like you've healed a part of yourself of like conflict. It's like some of you have really done a lot of like shadow work, or you've really kind of looked at the ego side of things. Like you don't really, I don't know, it's like you don't hold on to things anymore the way that you used to, or you're more optimistic as well. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like you're more balanced. I kind of feel like too, people see you as somebody who's like able to give now. Like you're able to like physically give to people. People see that you've gone through some sort of a change in your life, but it's like now you're more open, you're more giving and receiving. Eight of Wands, like you're moving forward in your life. I don't know, there's something that you guys have kind of moved on from, I feel, and like people are noticing your change. What's the Sun here for Libra? What is the Sun here? Yeah, King of Pentacles. I kind of felt like somebody could be coming towards you, because the Six of Wands and the Sun are like facing each other. What is this? Clarify the Sun here. Give me one more. Three of Cups. Could be reconciliation. Who's this King of Pentacles here for Libra? Who is this King of Pentacles? White Newman, which is new beginnings, and the Five of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Someone doesn't want to give up on this. Some of them see, like, I don't know if they see how much attention you're getting, or maybe some of you are out dating, that sort of thing. It's like this person's coming back in towards you out of the cold. This could have been someone you dated in the past. Like, I don't even really know if it's like you had any beef with this person. The White Newman is telling me like somebody wants to restart. I feel like they see, with the Sun, it's like they see how much you're radiating or how much you're glowing. They definitely don't want to give up on this. I feel like though they did walk away at one point, or like things ended between the two of you. What happened here with this King of Pentacles? Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So if someone maybe didn't invest in the past, it's like they want to now. There definitely was an ending here. It could have been a tough ending here between you and this person. Like you could have been ghosted by this person, or I don't know, they just kind of disappeared. How do you feel about this person? How does Libra feel about this person coming back around? How does Libra feel about this person coming back around? How does Libra feel about this person? We have the Nine of Swords. And the Knight of Cups with the Black Newman kind of came out sideways. I feel like a lot of you don't know if you want to give this a chance. It's like you're kind of stressed about it. I do feel like there will be communication, or you will talk to this person. But some of you like don't know if you should express your love or if you should let this end. Because this ended in the past. So, and some of you are just stressed about the fact that this person's coming back around. Like you don't, I feel like with the, what's this Nine of Swords here for Libra? It's like you may think about it a lot, or this person might kind of, it's like, I don't know, oh my gosh. I feel like that's how you feel. It's just like, what? I just get this, like, for some of you, it's that this person kind of like knocks you off balance a little bit when they come back around. Like you're like, wait, what? What is this Nine of Swords, please, for Libra? What is this Nine of Swords here for Libra? Seven of Wands. Yeah, like your guard is up towards this person, lovers. Some of you as well, like you might fight to... There might be a little bit of like a standoff of like, hey, I want this. Especially if you're in this Queen of Swords energy, you're going to be very clear about what it is that you want with this person. So make sure you have boundaries. Like don't let this person, like, especially if they maybe kind of played around in the past, like make sure you hold your boundaries or keep your boundaries. I feel like you will. We have don't let your past hold you back, and show the world the real you. Yeah, like don't be afraid to fully express what it is that you want here with the Seven of Wands. You know, just say what you want and say what you feel you know, want out of a relationship, that sort of thing. If this person is able and willing to offer that, then cool. But if not, then you can just move on. But I do feel like there's somebody here who is coming back, possibly, that I feel like, I don't know if there's a false start, but I do kind of feel like maybe this person just kind of disappeared and now they're willing to put in the energy into this. So that is what I have for you, Libra. We're going to move on to Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know for the Scorpio full moon? It is in your sign, so I'm sure that'll be fun for you guys. All right, what does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know for the full moon in Scorpio? We have the Ten of Swords reversed, Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So with regards to a relationship, there's definitely something that I feel has ended with the Ten of Swords reversed. Like you fully have let it go. It's gone. Capiche. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're now single, and Seven of Cups, you're keeping your options open. Some of you are just like playing the field. Others of you are just like looking at your options. But a lot of you are moving away from whatever this Ten of Swords was. Some of you are just really focused on yourself. You could be focused on your goals, your dreams. There is something here that ended, though, regardless, whether it could be relationship or not. What is this? What's this Seven of Cups? Wow. All right. I'm going to take the ones that flipped over. So we have the Two of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the Star. Some of you could be at a bit of a crossroads in the sense of like figuring out how you want to move forward or where you want to move forward to. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So like some of you have manifested something. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's like you're almost like waiting for the manifestation to come in. So some of you, it's like a goal, a dream, a wish. I think you've it's like you're figuring out what you want here, especially with that Hermit energy. It's like you're really kind of like self-reflecting. What is the Star here for Scorpio? What is the Star here for? We have Judgment and the Nine of Cups. So again, like I said, you're at like a crossroads. But you are deciding, like, some of you are trying to figure out what makes you happy in order to move towards it. Others of you are have made that decision. Like you already know what it is that you want. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. But yeah, like some of you are learning it. Sorry, I'm just going to swipe this. Driving me nuts. Page of Pentacles, it's like you could be learning about what it is that you want. And some of you are trying to create a plan on how to move forward. What is the Nine of Pentacles here? Like some of you, King of Swords. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like that's you. The Hanged Man. Seven of Pentacles, White Newman. Okay, so a lot of you, it's like you have this like fresh perspective. I'm not even focused on this Ten of Swords in reverse because I don't even feel like you are. I feel like that's kind of like dead, done, and over with. A lot of you have this like new sense of like enlightenment or like this clarity surrounding something new that you're trying to move towards, something new that you want to invest in. With the White Newman and the Seven of Pentacles, this is like you, White Newman's all about brand new beginnings. It's like, and there's a lot of earth here, which tells me there's a lot of planning as to how you're going to achieve something, like how you're going to put in your time and your energy. Some of you could literally be planning that out because I feel like you're manifesting an opportunity here, like that is fulfilling to you. It's something to do with like your life purpose or what you feel you're here to do. It's something more related to like your path in life, whether that's a career or just like where you want to go or what you want to achieve in life. It could be traveling for all I know, right? So it's like you're trying to figure out, okay, if this is what I want to do, how do I get there? And so you're investing a lot of time and energy to figure out like how that's going to happen, creating a plan, getting clear with that King of Swords, being very logical about things, like being very structured and analytical, but also really reflecting on your emotions, on like what it is that you truly want. Like, so you're being very, there's an emotional aspect, but also you're being very practical in how you go about achieving what you want emotionally, if that makes any sense. We do have the Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom. So a lot of you are trying to achieve some sort of stability or status in your life. Others of you are trying to go out and figure out like, you know, how do I achieve a relationship? I feel like there is a relationship coming in, especially if you've left one behind. Some of you though, it's like when you hit this like new status, like I feel like for you, it's just like keep working on your goals here. Sorry, I'm trying to grab these. A lot of you, because you've closed out of cycle, we have the World behind that. It's like because you've closed out this cycle, because you know what you deserve, it's like you're gonna manifest someone who's more on your level. So some of you, this is manifesting somebody who's on a vibrational match to you, or like someone who it's like your wish come true in a partner, or like if you have a type or like your ideal person, that person could be coming in towards you here when the time is right, because I feel like they'll come on your path when you're meant to, or when they are meant to. But for a lot of you, I feel like you've got a lot of focus on your goals and your dreams, which I feel like is exactly what you need to be focusing on. So what does Scorpio need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? Whoa. All right, so we have a win-win outcome as forecast. Very nice. Meditate and contemplate. And communication is key. So I kind of get like, you know, needing to be clear with the universe on what it is that you want. Things are going to work out for you. I don't really see anything like not working out for you. I see a lot of good positive energy. We have it's time to release negativity with full moon and Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. So you guys got your own card and the card of the current full moon. So I feel like for you guys, it's like, you know, if you have these goals and stuff, like releasing any of the negative aspects that like, you know, go along with you believing you can achieve something, that sort of thing. But for a lot of you, this Ten of Swords in reverse is what you've released. That is the negativity. So I feel like you guys are on the right path. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sag. All right. What does Sagittarius need to know? All right. Sagittarius for the full moon in Scorpio. What does Sagittarius need to know? We have the White Newman, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. There's a brand new cycle that's starting here. I feel like it's been delayed, or like you've been waiting for this. Yeah, Ace of Swords. There's something new here coming in. For some of you, it's just some clarity with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be very clear to you as well, like when this opportunity comes in, that like this is what you need to move towards. What's this Seven of Cups here for Sagittarius with this full moon in Scorpio? What is this Seven of Cups here for Sagittarius? Yeah, the Hanged Man again. Knight of Swords. Some of you maybe need to like clear your mind to like move towards this. Like you may be a little bit confused, so you may need to kind of like get some clarity or some enlightenment around this situation that you're trying to bring in. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups. Three of Wands. Yeah, like a lot of you have been waiting for this. Some of you have been like waiting for an opportunity. There might have been some fear, confusion around it coming in. With the Tower and the Six of Wands. So, and Nine of Cups. There's going to be like all of a sudden. So I feel like you guys have been waiting. And almost just like, you know, when's it going to show up? Is it coming? Like, I don't know. And then like the Seven of Cups, there's like an illusion or even doubt around this, whether it's coming in. But I think it might come in all of a sudden and it's going to be like, bam, success. Like, happiness. Nine of Cups. There's definitely like a victory here of like achieving what it is that you want, but it like kind of comes out of nowhere. I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for this for a long time. What's this Ten of Cups here for Sagittarius? It could be a relationship for some of you. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. So some of you are moving away from a relationship. Interesting. Two of Swords. Or you've needed to walk away from even like heartache, pain in order to open yourself up. Is with the Two of Swords here at the bottom. So like it tells me that this has maybe been blocked from your energy. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups for Sag. Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's like opening your heart back up. Four of Cups so that an opportunity can come in. So some of you have kind of been blocking love. And so you've been needing to heal from this heartache, from this pain in order to kind of like open yourself back up. So I feel like once you're kind of, I think it's almost like once you've found the self-love, once you've kind of nurtured yourself and looked after yourself and kind of opened up your heart space, that's when this opportunity is going to kind of come in. King of Wands, the Magician. Yeah, like a lot of you are manifesting somebody here. We have Justice. It could be like a commitment here. I do feel like it's more of a relationship. It's like a person. What is the Six of Wands here? Could be a Leo. What is this Six of Wands? King of Cups, Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like almost like all of a sudden there's going to be somebody like paying attention to you or giving you attention is kind of what I'm getting. Eight of Pentacles, Chariot, the World. I think what you need to focus on right now is closing out a cycle, moving forward in your life, like not letting things hold you back, right? Like walking in a new direction of healing, that sort of thing, but closing out a cycle in order to allow this opportunity to come in with the Queen of Swords. So some of you need to like, I don't know, get clear, cut something off, cut somebody off. So you can find what you're looking for. All right, what does Sagittarius need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? What does Sag need to know? Whoa. A personal issue reaches resolution and take time to breathe out. So something's gonna like figure itself out. You just need to kind of like look after yourself is honestly what I'm getting, especially with that full moon in Cancer. It's like, look after yourself, you know, heal your emotions, look after your emotions, heal your heart, right? We have prosperity lies ahead. So that's the new moon in Taurus, which is, yeah, it's just like, I just feel like good things are coming up for you. Like what you've been trying to manifest will be coming in. It's just needing to kind of work through this this pain that's maybe blocking you still. I feel like it's from a past situation. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Sag. We are gonna move on to Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? What does Capricorn need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? We have the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. I almost feel like something's stuck. Something is stuck here. Something's like stuck from moving forward, or you feel stuck to take action towards what it is that you want. Some of you, it's like a relationship is stagnant or stuck. Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, Three of Cups. Like some sort of victory celebration, I feel, is coming in. King of Pentacles here. What's this Knight of Swords? Chariot. Six of Cups. Some of you are moving on from the past. What's the Hanged Man here? Temperance. With Death. Some of you are going through a transformation that you're still trying to, it's like things are going to be, so Temperance comes after the Death card. Or sorry, before? Yeah, no, after the Death card. And I feel like it's like things are going to be stuck or stagnant. Like I feel like you guys are making progress in your transformation. But it's like you're going to be kind of in this like limbo phase until things can kind of balance themselves out and kind of alchemize. It's like you're alchemizing yourself. Like you're almost like your masculine, your feminine energies, or the light and the shadow aspects of yourself. You're kind of balancing yourself out and recalibrating yourself almost. Yeah, a lot of you are like leveling up here with the Empress here. So this could be a person with the Emperor. Could also be you. What is this Emperor here for Capricorn? All right, so we have the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. So a lot of you, if you're single, you're manifesting somebody coming in. I feel like it's after a long time of being single with the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like there's somebody coming in here with the Knight of Cups. It could be this Emperor. I kind of see the same thing too. If you're like, this could even be the Emperor energy, could be you again, like manifesting, or like again alchemizing yourself and kind of like coming out of the cold. And some of you are moving in a new direction. Like some of you are coming out. Okay, so if this is not with related to love, I feel like you guys are becoming like the creators of your life. So you're going to feel very confident, very, it's like that Five of Pentacles, you're moving out of that energy. You're moving into the space of like going after your dreams, your goals, your wishes, whatever it is that you want. You're manifesting this because you're taking action. And I think it's because you feel comfortable now. Some of you have very strong masculine energy, and it's like more the feminine energy that you maybe need to work on, because the Nine of Pentacles is here, which is like pre-Empress energy. So it's like you're still going through this transformation of becoming the Empress, right? So it's just like strengthening that feminine aspect, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. But I do feel like there's been like struggle and conflict to kind of move forward in this. Others of you, this is like a person coming in that you've been manifesting because you've been working on yourself. What's this Knight of Cups here? Clarify this Knight of Cups for Capricorn. I do see a victory. Like whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it's gonna come in. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Cups. So yeah, like whoever's coming in is gonna work on this with you. Or wants to work on this. Anything more with this Knight of Cups? Ace of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles, Black Newman, Page of Cups, Strength. Yeah, like, again, whatever you're trying to achieve, like, there's something here that I feel it's like you could be going through this darker period or this like shadow period. Some of you are working through the shadow aspects of yourself, and kind of closing out a cycle, but finding your strength to move forward and like open your heart up to something new. Some of you are just very focused on your goals, could be creative goals as well. Like if there's something like you do creatively that makes money, I feel like you're building that up. What's the Page of Cups? Yeah, I feel like something new is coming in. And it's somebody who's willing to offer you love and work on things. Like it's somebody who's going to give an actual relationship to you. Like they want that to offer that. But I feel like it's almost like once you find stability in yourself. So again, it's like it's kind of at a bit of a hang up because there's still some things you're working on internally. It's like you're not quite, I said this in a different reading, but it's like you're not quite fully cooked yet. Like you're just like there's still a part of you that needs to be, you know, kind of cooked before you can come out of the oven kind of thing. So we have look at the bigger picture. And we have nothing will come of this situation, which is a void of course moon. So the void is like the in-between. It's like when nothing's happening. It's not doing anything. It's not in any sign. It's not in anything. So it's just kind of chilling. And so I think that's why it's like right now it feels like nothing is happening, but you need to look at the bigger picture because things are happening external to you. You just might feel like you're not doing anything and nothing's happening, but I feel like you have to look at the bigger picture of like, what is this void teaching you right now? What is it showing you? We have your dreams need a practical plan. So some of you, it's like, again, just like keep focused on your goals, what you're trying to achieve, the healing work that you're doing, whatever it is that you're focused on. Keep doing that because the more focus you put into that, I feel like that's what's going to help you kind of get out of this void. Because a lot of you kind of feel like, again, you feel like you're in this like hanged man energy where it's like, nothing's happening. You're just hanging out. Things are just like doing whatever, right? So, yeah, that's what I have. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. So we are going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, let's see. What does Aquarius need to know for the full moon in Scorpio? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? We have the Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Wands. All right. We have the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. So there's like a little bit of an internal struggle or battle that I feel like you're kind of almost like feeling defeated from. I feel like a lot of you are trying to achieve something, or it's like it's almost like you're trying to come to a place of peace. I'm not really sure what that means, but a lot of you are healing. You're kind of just like, I don't know, you're going through this, it almost feels like an odd phase. You might feel kind of out of sorts too. Stressed, maybe not knowing where you're going in life or what's happening. What's this Nine of Swords here for Aquarius? Six of Swords. Again, it's like moving to a better place, or you're trying to some of you are really dreaming about this too. It's like, oh, this place of clarity, that would be so nice. So like with the Page of Swords, it's like you're kind of thinking a lot about this. We have the Hanged Man. So it's like feeling like you want to move forward, but things are kind of stuck. What's this Five of Wands here? We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you may be feeling like, you know, you're just making it by with the Six of Pentacles. There could be conflict even within family or home life. So if there's, you know, struggles going on in your own personal life, it could be even reflecting into your, you know, your family and friends around you. So like, I don't know if people in your life are struggling and you feel like you need to help them. You could be stressed about that, like getting everyone to a better place. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to improve, like things are going to change and move forward. Some of you feel like you're kind of stuck in a cycle though. I just saw the World card, which tells me that that could be ending. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune again. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. Page of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, like a lot of you are helping people get out of a tough spot, or even just trying to help yourself get out of a tough spot because you want to get to the Ten of Pentacles, but you feel like you're struggling. Some of you like maybe even feel like you're struggling to make ends meet. And it's like you're stressed, you feel stuck, but you really want to move to a better place, a more safe place, a more place, again, of like peace, like where things just aren't so challenging or hard. What's this Four of Wands here for Aquarius? And so that could be in your relationships, that could be in your material world, like it could be with family, like however it kind of resonates. Knight of Pentacles. You're making progress. Some of you maybe need to put in more of a plan. We have the Five of Swords. It's like the change is hard, I feel, for some of you. But you just need to acquire the strength. Some of you maybe need to move in some sort of like a new direction. Some of you could be physically moving homes or thinking about moving home or moving homes. So some of you are physically moving back home. But I think some of you are struggling because it's taking so long. But you just have to kind of keep going here. Yeah, Knight of Wands. It's like, yeah, it's like you feel like you're not going fast enough. With the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. And some of you, it's your stability with the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you don't feel stable in your world, your 3D world. And so mentally, I feel like that kind of weighs on you a lot. Your ego might really kick in as well. That maybe holds you back sometimes. So you might kind of fluctuate between like making good progress and moving fast and having a lot of inspired action, and then like, you know, taking a step back and saying, oh, can I do that? Right? So you might kind of fluctuate a little bit in your energy. But there's like stability that you're wanting to achieve here. I do like, there's two sixes. So I see things like, I see you overcoming something, Knight of Cups. You just have to kind of keep moving forward. I feel like there's like an energy of you maybe kind of slowing yourself down because you get in your head. But you are going to come out of this with all these knights. I see you moving forward. What does Aquarius need to know for this full moon in Scorpio? Yeah, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So you have to believe that you're capable. Again, I feel like it's like a little bit of that mental, your mind sometimes plays tricks on you and says you're not deserving of this. We have nothing is yet set in stone. So, which means you can change your outcome at any point in time. I feel like for a lot of you, what's going to help you is if you just make baby steps, you know, take baby steps with all these knights. Because I feel like you go like, you know, you might feel like you make 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm barely making any progress. But just go with it. Do what you're capable of doing. But I do see it's like you are making more progress forward than you are like coming back. So you are moving. It just might be slower than what you want. All right, so let's move on to Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for the full moon in Scorpio? All right, Pisces, what is happening for you guys with this full moon? We have the Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So something's holding you back here from something. Something's holding you back. It definitely could be this Three of Swords energy. What's this Five of Swords here? We have the Chariot. Okay, so some of you are moving past this. What's the Four of Pentacles here? Or you're working on moving through that. What's the Four of Pentacles here for Pisces? Queen of Swords, King of Swords. All right. The Hierophant. I feel like there's like some sort of conflict that is like, I feel like there's a bit of a standoff here between you and another person. It's like nobody wants to budge. There's a little bit of like stubborn energy here with the King of Swords, Queen of Swords clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Like, it's just, there's no budging here. I do see you guys like wanting to overcome this conflict. There could have been like an argument with words with the Five of Swords, like verbal. I feel like it's within a commitment of some sort with the Hierophant. So it's somebody that you're on like an equal playing field to. So whether that's like a coworker or a relationship. What's the, I'm gonna put all that back in. Clarify, give me more on this Chariot with the Five of Swords. What is this Chariot with the Five of Swords? Please. All right. We have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. So there is change. I see you guys like, again, like moving into a better place. Like I feel like you're moving beyond this Five of Swords energy, but with two fives, it kind of tells me like something might need to change. In this relationship in order for things to be more of that Three of Cups energy. We have the Nine of Wands. So it's like there needs to be some effort that's put into making this change though as well, to be able to overcome these obstacles that I feel like are currently going on. I feel like this is within a relationship. There may need to be a little bit more too of like a plan put in place. We have the Six of Swords that just came out. So like a plan on like how you're going to move in a certain direction. I feel like there could be changes happening in your relationship. Like it's like your relationship is headed to a new level, but you need to kind of revamp things a little bit, or maybe there's been changes in your life. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles here. Again, with the Six of Swords, Five of Swords, you are overcoming this, whatever this Five of Swords energy is. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. I feel like you guys definitely need to have a conversation. The Nine of Cups. There could be a little bit of like expectation almost, even within the connection too. Like someone may have an expectation of how things are supposed to be or what they're supposed to look like. Like I sense someone is a little stubborn here and like feeling like they need to get their way. What's the Sun here for? Clarify the Sun here for Pisces. Eight of Cups. I feel like things are going to move in a better direction. Like you're going to heal from this Four of Swords. It's just that like I don't know, there needs to be a conversation and like things need to kind of go through. Like we now have 3 5s, so something's got to change. There's some sort of changes in order to move you forward to a better place. What's this Ace of Pentacles? We have the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So some of you, it's like rebuilding this connection. Also like opening up emotionally. Somebody could be physically expressing how they feel. Tell me more. Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, how are we going to work on this? How are we going to rebuild this? So I feel like there's communication around emotions. It's like something that has kind of been, I don't know, with the Devil here, it's like someone hasn't been happy or you both haven't been happy, but it's almost just like more of the practical things that have like affected the relationship. Anything more with this Ace of Swords? Like, again, I do see like clarity. I see success. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, like how are we going to balance this out? How are we going to work on this and get this to a balanced place? We have the Empress at the bottom. Like, how are we going to grow and expand our relationship beyond what it currently is? There's an element of like restarting in a relation. I don't feel like you've been in separation from this person. I almost just feel like it's like 2 people sitting down and talking about like, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? You know, I haven't been happy with this. You haven't been happy with this. Like, how do we revamp this situation so that we both can win? We both can be successful and happy and emotionally fulfilled is kind of what I'm getting. It's like, it's just kind of like you both want this to still work. I feel like there probably was like some sort of an argument, but it's like, okay, well, if this isn't working for us, then how are we going to change it kind of thing? So that's kind of what I get. Kind of specific, but we have hold your vision. So be determined to like, you know, not that you're manipulating, but like if you want certain things out of like a partner or a relationship, or you feel like, you know, these are my values, like hold that, right? Don't accept less than what you feel you deserve. And then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, you guys are moving into a better space here. We have it's time to release negativity with the full moon of Scorpio. So whatever wasn't working, I feel like you guys are letting that go. You're completing a cycle here, and you're moving towards what it is that you kind of like truly want with the hold your vision. Like, it's like the 2 of you are coming together, I feel, and actually like, I feel like there's an opening up because we have King and the Queen of Swords, which is like, you know, very logical, analytical. And then we have the King of Cups here, which tells me that like, there is an opening up of emotions of like how people feel, or how the 2 of you feel. You want to like work on things and move together. So that is what I have for you guys. I feel like if it's not even like, I feel like it is you with other people, but I feel like if it's on a personal level, it's just like, how do I get to a place that I want to be in that makes me happy, right? So it's still creating a plan, but it's being, you know, strategic about it. So that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Yeah, let me know down below if this resonated for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful full moon. Like I said, it can be a little bit heightened in emotions, but hopefully it's not too bad for everyone. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy everything, and I will see you all for the weekly videos after. Okay, so have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.